Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, anyone else who believes they are somewhere in between. Um, I'd like to have a little talk to you. Um, just a very quick yabberon about something that I've been contemplating for quite a while, but something I think I want to share with you because it seems to be the overarching problem in more than one category. In almost every category I can see, there seems to be there's one issue, but it's through two divisions. In almost every category, social, economic, political, any argument, there's two mindsets now that are emerging with people. And that is one of the individual, an individualistic view of the person, an individualism. This implies that each person is self-determining, they are somewhat autonomous, and it's very much focused on ideas. So that's individualism versus collectivism. So that's the group. That's putting people into categories. It's actually taking the individual away from the person and placing them into a category or a belief. It's an identity. And so you're hiding behind that identity as a representation of who you are. So you have two categories. You have an individualism and a collectivism. An individual, a single person, versus a collective, a group of people. I mean, it's a lot more complicated than that, but just to keep it simple, they're the two kind of mindsets that people seem to be stuck in politics, economics, values in particular. Now, whenever you're in a debate, these two mindsets seem to reveal themselves pretty quickly. So first of all, the individual, generally, this is such a generalization, but someone who is a more individualistic person, they will attack the idea. If someone else is talking or they come forward with an argument, someone who is more of an individualistic person and who believes in individualism, they will attack that idea. They will make the other person be responsible for that idea. In effect, they're attacking the ball. So if you're playing a game of football, they're attacking the ball. That's the purpose of the game. Someone, on the other hand, who is a bit more collectively minded, you'll find that generally they will attack the identity of the other person. They will put the other person into a category because that's what they do. They're collectivist-minded people. So they will attack the other person, ignore their idea. Instead, they will attack the other person based on who they say they are or a perception of who they are. That is attacking the man. So in a game of football, you can either be attacking the idea, which is the ball, or attacking the identity, which is the man. Now, there is a problem with that because someone with a collectivist mindset who will attack the man, and you can imagine this in playing a game of football too. If you attack the man, you effectively take him out of the game. So you can imagine a debate. If you sit back and you're an individualist, say, and you're attacking the idea. Okay, the game's carrying on. You attack the idea. As soon as someone in the debate who is more of a collectivist attacks the man, attacks the actual person who's playing the game, they take him out of the debate. And it doesn't really matter what they say, but by by somehow ridiculing and incriminating the other person, the other individual, they make anything that he says, he or she, anything that he or she says to be wrong, or at least have a heavy question mark over it. And it's much easier to attack the other person based on the identity. It's very difficult to attack an idea, because then what happens? You have to come back and defend your idea. So it's better off, if you're a collectivist, you attack the other person as soon as you can based on their identity. That takes them out straight away. That's not how you play football. That's not the game. This is an issue, as you can see, to democracy. It's an issue to free thought, to healthy debate, to honesty. It will win in the short term, unfortunately. But a more individualistic perspective, which would be more concerned with ideas and getting down to the core of the issue, rather than simply brushing over it and then attacking the opposition, that is a much more sustainable and long-term vision. A collectivist ideology is often irrational, and it's not how the Western world developed. The Western world, democracy, freedom, whatever you want to call it, even religion, it came about through healthy debate and discussion of ideas. Whether those ideas are right or wrong, that's beside the point. The point is, the ideas have to be discussed. The ball has to be played. If you play the man, if you're playing the man and attacking the individual based on a category or some kind of perception of who they are, or a dishonest categorization of them, you'll win. You might win if there's enough people who believe you, but you're not fixing the problem. In fact, you're not dealing with the problem at all. This is pretty obvious in politics, I suppose. That's what I keep on getting brought back to. But you can see it in many different aspects of our culture these days. I don't know how many times, personally me, just in my experience of trying to talk about ideas, people have alluded to that there's something wrong with me, or that I'm too easily persuaded by some perspective or some group of people or some believers of something. And this, it's like, no, actually, I just like to talk about ideas. But it's very hard to also get through to someone who is thinking in a more collectivist perspective. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to talk to them. It's very easy to lose patience. And often they will lose patience with you before you do with them. That's how it often works. So, yeah, that's just an experience I've had over the last, particularly over the last few years. That's become really apparent. So anyway, I just thought I'd yabber on a little bit and share that with you, and maybe you've noticed it a bit yourself. If you have, let me know. If you think I'm wrong, also let me know. If I'm missing something, leave a comment, and I'll address it in a future monologue or a future conversation. So yeah, I guess that's all. Great. Just under 10 minutes. Thanks a lot. See ya. Night.